Hi guys, so welcome to part 2 of this review video of the GameStation Pro from my arcade, and this is celebrating the great Atari video game console. And if you are a staunch Atari fan, you know that there was the Atari 2600, which was the biggest one out of the other models. There's also the Atari 5200 and the Atari 7800. So we have quite a few handpicked games from those consoles on this cool device from our friends at My Arcade. So in part 2, I'm going to show you how to set up your My Arcade GameStation Pro video game system. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to take our HDMI cable, take off these wire ties off of it, and we're going to take off the covers off of the ends of the HDMI cable. What we're going to do is take the Atari unit. On the back here, we're going to plug the cable into the HDMI port. Right here it says HDMI out. So we plug that in right there. That's step 1. Step 2, we're going to take our USB cable here, USB type C to USB cable here, and we're going to plug this end into where it says 5-volt in here, which is next to the HDMI port. So I'm just going to plug that in like that. So we have our cables connected. This cable is going to provide power. This cable will send the video signal to the TV. Now here we are at the back of a TV here, and here's our Atari unit. What we're going to do, we're going to plug our HDMI cable into one of the HDMI ports for the TV, and I am going to use right here I have HDMI port 1, so I'm going to plug this into HDMI port 1 on the back of my TV like that. And then what I'm going to do next, I'm going to take this cable and plug it into, right here it says USB. I'm going to plug that in there. So, because this has 2 USB ports, so I can plug it into any one of those to give me power. So I'm going to plug that into this one here. Any of them will work, and that provides power for my system. And I'm just going to push this to the front of the TV now. So it'll stay about here, and that's that. So what we're going to do next is install the batteries into these wireless joysticks. Now each of them requires 4 AA batteries, preferably alkaline. So I'm going to do that now. I already put 4 in here. I'm just going to put 4 in this one now. And it does require a little screwdriver, a mini Phillips screwdriver, to get access to the battery bay. And I'm just going to follow the image of the battery so I get the correct orientation. The polarity is correct. And I put back this cover, clips into place, and I'm just going to put the screw back in place. And that is that. And if I turn this on, you can see this is actually flashing, looking to pair with the Atari system, but I haven't turned it on yet, so it's going to keep flashing. I suspect that when it does pair, this will be a solid color. And as you can see, we have some really nice RGB effects around the joystick. What I'm going to do is just dim the light here a bit, and you can get a closer look. That's what it looks like. Now that is a really nice looking effect. And as you can see, light is still flashing because I have yet to turn on the unit. So when I do, this should automatically pair. So let's try that out now. So here you can see I have the GameStation Pro connected to my television, and I have installed 4 AA batteries in each of the joysticks, and I've turned them on. As you can see, the RGB effects look very nice, and as you can see, the wireless pairing LED is flashing for both of the controllers because I have yet to turn on the system. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to just zoom out a bit. I'm going to turn on the system and we can see what is shown on the TV screen, and also we can also see these actually should automatically pair with the Atari system. So now I have the TV on and I have everything set up. As you can see, the joysticks are still flashing white because they haven't paired as yet. But let's turn it on and see what happens. Watch these lights and also see what happens on the screen. This is the on button right here. I'm going to press it. And as you can see, we have a very nice interface here. We can see all the games, all the game covers, bonus games and settings. We're going to go through those in a second. But as you can see here, the lights are solid, are solid now, so they've automatically paired. So you don't have to do anything. You can just start playing straight away. So you automatically don't have to do anything. These automatically pair, and I love the look of the background here. Retro looking, 8-bit, 16-bit type of gaming. I love the Retro's 80 soundtrack as well, pretty nice. And so let's see what we have under settings. So I'm just going to go down, press B, press the trigger button. Trigger button gives me on the settings. Oh, here we go. Navigate, A is okay, music on off. So if I press C, C is this trigger button. That turns the music on and off. A is the OK button. I'm going to navigate. So let's check out. We can go to bonus games, look at the featured games. Let's go into settings. So you can change here the aspect ratio. You can have the original 4:3 type look. That's how it really looks, right? 4:3. But with many modern flat screens, we're talking 16:9. So I'm going to leave it at 16:9. If you have a 4:3 configuration, you're going to have these black bars on either side. So if you go down here, you can then have bezel art. So you know what, let's keep it at 4:3 because I want to do bezel art. I can have it off. I can have that retro TV look, or have this some other one here, but it's called the synthwave. I'm gonna go with CRT TV. CRT stands for cathode ray tube, just in case you're wondering. All you youngsters out there. Here, we can have the scan lines off or on. I want to have mine off. And then the control overview. Oh, this does my work for me. So B button at the top. It's our C button. I call it my trigger button. This is our paddle that I talked about in part 1 of the video. So this is used in some games. We have our A button. And then here we have, that's our home button, the select button, and our start button. And then here, it's our LED function and save menu button right here. And the rest is that's pretty much it. And you have to press the menu button, this button here with a little light bulb on it. You press that to access the save menu, and you only do that within the game, right? But right now, I'm just going through the settings, so that's just an FYI. And then here's about where you can register for updates. There's a QR code, there's the website, and there's the social media presence, right? And then of course, if you need to, especially if you're gonna give it to a friend or resell it or something, you might want to do a factory reset. You can do that right here. But this is straight out of the box, so we don't need to do that. So I'm gonna press B to go back. Now let's look at the bonus games. What bonus games do we have here? Oh wow. You can look at you can search by 8-bit, 16-bit, there's arcade, multiplayer, and recent. So since this thing has so many games, what I'll do, I'm going to break this into smaller videos and maybe do an overview of 5 games at a time or 10. So you got to understand, what the entire library looks like. That comes right out of the box. So right now, just for the fun of it, I'm going to go back. Right now, back is B, and I'm going to go to featured games, press the A, and I love the the game covers. Wow. So what I'm gonna do is play play one or two games right now, one or two of my favorites. But what I'm gonna do as well is break this into a multi-part series where I'll most probably give you an overview of maybe 5 to 10 games of video. So this was just this is just giving you an idea of the interface, what it looks like, and what the gameplay looks like for some of my favorite games. Speaking of favorite games, I'm gonna pick Asteroids. And as you can see, what's cool about this, you see the box cover art, you see the release date for this particular one that came out on the Atari 2600 back in 1981. It tells you the number of players that can play on this thing, up to 2. And here's a little blurb about the game, how you play it. It talks about aim your spaceship and fire photon torpedoes to destroy the asteroids. Alright, that's a Star Trek reference right there, photon torpedoes. Anyway, and here are the controls. And as you see, this button here is lit up in orange because that's the only thing you need. That one button, in this case the E button, and obviously the joystick itself to navigate the ship. So what I'm going to do now is press A to start the game. And here's the 4:3 aspect ratio, and here is the art that I have where you would normally have the black bars. I have like the retro TV look. And we should get to start this game. What I'm going to do is have subsequent videos after this, where I just showcase maybe 5 games at a time or 10, depending on the 10 that I have, so that overall you can get an understanding of all the games that come with this GameStation Pro out of the box. Now, one other thing I did mention in the last video, there is an SD card slot on the side of this thing, so I suspect that you can actually add more games to this, but stay tuned for that video when I do get that confirmed. Alright, so until next time, stay safe and happy gaming. Alright, free man. Never lost the skills. So I hope you enjoyed that last video. Now, if you liked this video and you liked it, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And if you subscribe to my channel, I'm appreciative of that as well. So thank you very much. So listen, there's going to be a lot more content coming out this year and beyond. I plan to be doing quite a few different types of reviews. And I'm also starting to do giveaways now, finally. So that being said, happy gaming and stay safe. Bye-bye.